All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are on a mission to crack the code of a subject that, let's be honest, can feel like a totally secret language: trigonometry. But I promise you, by the end of this, you'll be speaking it like a pro. You know that feeling, right? You look at a page of trig formulas and it's just a wall of ancient, forgotten text. Sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant. It's a lot. It's so easy to get bogged down trying to just brute force memorize dozens of equations. It feels complex, overwhelming, and, well, kind of impossible.
But what if I told you it doesn't have to be like that at all? Seriously, forget rote memorization. Today, we're not studying, we're hacking. We've got a set of simple, super powerful cheat codes that are going to make all those formulas just click right into place.
Okay, let's open up our toolkit and pull out the first and maybe the most important tool you'll ever need for this stuff. It's the master key that unlocks pretty much everything. It sounds like a strange, mystical word, but it's pure genius. SOH CAH TOA. Now, before we use that key, we gotta know what we're working with. In any right-angled triangle, there are three key sides, and it all depends on which angle you're looking from. The hypotenuse? That's always the longest one, right across from the right angle. Easy. The opposite side is, well, directly opposite our angle, and the adjacent side is the one right next to our angle. Got it? Awesome. So let's break down our magic word. The first part is SOH. This just tells us that the sine of an angle is the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. SOH. Simple as that. The second piece of the puzzle is CAH. And yeah, you guessed it. It's the exact same idea. The cosine of an angle is the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. CAH. And to finish it off, we have TOA, which tells us that the tangent of an angle is the opposite side divided by the adjacent. And just like that, with one silly word, you've basically memorized the three core trig ratios. See? This one word, SOH CAH TOA, it isn't just a word. It's actually three formulas all baked into one easy-to-remember package. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. It's the ultimate memory hack. Now, hey, if SOH CAH TOA doesn't quite stick for you, no problem. There are other ways to get there. You could use a sentence like, some people have curly brown hair through proper brushing. See how the first letter of each word gives you the same thing? Or you can even picture a great Native American chief SOH CAH TOA to make it stick. Whatever works. All right, you've mastered the basic toolkit. It is officially time to level up. Let's add some more advanced gadgets to your arsenal. These are going to help you tackle the really tricky problems. Okay, what about those other functions, secant, cosecant, and cotangent? How do you remember which is paired with which? Well, here's a super simple trick. For sine and cosine, just remember the first letters have to flip. Sine, which starts with S, must pair with cosecant, which has a C as its third letter. And cosine, which starts with C, has to pair with secant, with an S as its third letter. The S and C always flip. And tangent and cotangent? Well, they're the easy pair. Are you tired of trying to memorize that big table of values for all the key angles? Yeah, me too. So let's just not. I'm going to show you how to build the whole thing from scratch in about 10 seconds. Ready? Step 1. Just write down the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step 2. Divide every single one of those numbers by 4. And for the final step, just take the square root of each number you just wrote down. That's it. And boom, just like that, you've got the sine values for 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90 degrees. It's that easy. Now, what about the cosine values? Get this. You literally just write those same numbers down, but in reverse order. And for the tangent, you just divide the sine value by the cosine value. You now own this table. You can create it anytime, anywhere. So far, we've been living inside one tiny little triangle. Now it's time to zoom out and look at the entire map, the coordinate plane. This map is broken into 4 territories, or quadrants, and we need to know the rules of the road for each one. So the big question when we're navigating this map is, where are our trig functions positive and where are they negative? Because moving from one quadrant to another can flip the sign of your answer from positive to negative, and knowing the layout is absolutely critical.
And of course, every good map needs a legend, right? Ours is ASTC. The easiest way to remember it is with the sentence, all students take calculus. Starting in the top right and going counterclockwise, A means all functions are positive in that quadrant. S means only sine is positive, T means only tangent is positive, and C means only cosine is positive. It's a lightning-fast way to get your signs right every time.
And hey, here's a little sneak peek at another really powerful tool, the trig hexagon. We're not going to dive deep into this today, but just know that by arranging the functions around this shape, you can visually figure out all sorts of complex identities. Think of it as a secret symbol for your next mission. Okay, we have collected our tools, we've learned the map, now it's time for a field test. Let's see how all these shortcuts and codes work together to solve a real problem, nice and easy. Here's our target. We need to find the value of sine of 120 degrees. Now, without our toolkit, that might seem a little tricky, mostly because it's bigger than 90 degrees. But with our new methods, this is going to be a piece of cake. Let's break it down. First, we pull out our ASTC map. 120 degrees, well, that's in quadrant 2. The S in all students tells us sine is positive there. Good. Next, we find its reference angle, which is just 180 minus 120, and that gives us 60 degrees. Then we use our amazing 0 to 4 table trick to remember that sine of 60 is the square root of 3 over 2. And since we already know it's positive, that's it. That's our answer. See? Each tool did its job perfectly. And there you have it, mission accomplished. So let's do a quick debrief and review the powerful set of tools you now have at your disposal. This is your permanent cheat sheet. Here it is, your complete trig cheat sheet. You've got SOH CAH TOA for all the basic ratios. You've got the third letter rule for the reciprocals. You've got the brilliant 0 to 4 trick, so you never have to memorize that angle table again. And you've got the ASTC rule to navigate all 4 quadrants. You are officially a trig code breaker. Okay, now it is your turn to put these skills to the test. What's the value of cosine of 225 degrees? Or how about tangent of 300 degrees? Go ahead and pause here if you want and use that new toolkit. Find the quadrant with ASTC to get the sine, find the reference angle, and then use your table values. You've totally got this. You came in thinking trigonometry was some impossible language, but now you hold the keys. You have the codes to decipher it, the tools to build it from the ground up, and the map to navigate it. So the only question left is, what are you going to unlock next?